5 seconds
Dubu will be able to.
That's more in the counter initiation front, right?
Whoa.
Phoenix Assassin. We'll see how that works.
Oh, that is ugly hair on Dubu.
I wanted to actually say something else. Now I don't even know what I wanted to say, but still, maybe I'll.
We'll remind you, Lacoste.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to bring it back.
Yeah, then you can sound smart.
So who's draft?
Stop him is the other thing. I don't know. I'm a bit torn, but I feel natural to side with DC on this.
Yep. Lardar did run into the Nyx Assassin. They both ran into each other. They saw each other in the Radiant Jungle. Meanwhile, it was like 2 quick heroes bottom and then 1 hero top by Dubu. And uh-oh, Snake King does need to be careful. Could just get chased down. Snake King's a little far away. Luckily, Lina is here. Gonna be able to stop that. Now look at the same way around. Dubu's getting right-clicked by Snake King. And they have 3 heroes up here, so they're gonna obviously win this on the Radiant unless someone else wants to come from Dire, which Bulba is doing.
They wish they timed that better.
Yeah.
They had Lina and
30 seconds to
coming
battle!
from the other side.
Yeah, but
Just baiting with a dazzle.
yeah, I think Stan King was like still trying to counter out a smoke, which might have already worn out if they just waited for Snake King to come from the back, Lina from the front. So what do you do with the Nyx? Like, Nyx's stun at level 1 did get buffed a little bit, but it still feels super weak. Like, you have to get levels somewhere while not being that useful. Like, what do you do with him? Do you just sit
He's
middle?
gonna be on the mid.
Yeah, he's at number 2 to the mid lane.
Yeah, it feels like he's very unlikely to kill the fight with the
But he could just right-click him down, you know, harass, get some time up.
He can also either duel or just go put pressure on the Crystal Maiden. We've seen that effectively, I think, just yesterday. Like, steal some creeps, take last hits to stop her from getting XP, cancel clarities potentially, because she's not going to get a move speed item early on. She's moving at 285, and she certainly can't fight the Nyx. So, even that would help, I think, just in terms of aura, in terms of maybe behind a little bit.
Yeah, one thing I noticed when Snake King is playing off lane with a hero that needs to get a poor man's shield, they give him the rune. Actually, the mid one, the CCNC doesn't get the rune.
Yep. Yeah, they did do that yesterday, and they do it again. So he's a lot tankier, especially versus those quills. And look at, Snake.
Well, he has to deliver the clarity basically. He gets the rune. Right? I mean, not the clarity. He has the cell.
This is a bit of an awkward spot for Snake King. There's 2 forms of lockdown here.
You can't really die with the 4-man shield, but they can do a ton of damage.
Oh, they did both at once, it looks like.
He can just overwhelming us and run away. Doesn't want to commit it though. Good in middle lane, like you said, dual lane, but Abed, he's doing just fine. 4-0 versus 5-3. DCNC still full level 1 because of that leech from the Nyx.
Yeah, because it's hard to land a stun and mana burn level 1 does so much more.
Yeah.
Puck is gonna be out of mana, 1 more mana burn, and the Nyx Assassin can come from the lane.
There you go. Top that clarity. So where does he go now? It looks like he's gonna head up top to try to help.
He can't do
Stan
anything
lane.
on bottom, just because the lane is pushed, so Stan King will just pull the creep waves. They don't have any skill potential on that Enigma. Enigma's gonna have a good time.
Looks like Snake King might be in a little trouble. He's so tanky, but the quills, look at those 3 stacks up, even if it's just level 1. Stacks up nicely, man. That looks pretty easy for Dire. Like, Snake King is just out there farming and dies.
What they could do is maybe swap, maybe it would have been better if they started with it. Just Legion with the Dazzle on bottom. They're not gonna harass Enigma anyway. Just let the Nyx Assassin pull on the bottom lane.
Love it, yeah. I'm actually surprised they're not doing, just pulling it all bottom right now.
Yeah, they could even straight up duel if they wanted to, right? I don't think the Medusa's under any threat of dying from Enigma.
Here comes
here we go.
Bulba.
Yep, Sun comes in. Stan King is invis though. He's gonna throw out that level 1 poison. He has a heal too. They want to get this kill. I don't believe he has stun, but they're gonna get him anyways because that 2-0-1 build is so much damage from Lina. It's like more than doing the 1-1-1 even with that stun. There we go. Invis room for Stan King. And invis room for Dazzle. Get some kills in the spot. Nice. Stack the Ancients here. Both teams have Ancient Takers. That'll be interesting to see, because they both have it, if one team wants to go steal the other teams.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
hard. Bristleback kills those stacks early on. Medusa will not
Little
have
later.
split shot until level 12, 13 max, so she can't take the stacks and doesn't have enough damage to do it.
Yeah, and with the quills, like because of the dire radiant difference, the Bristleback is able to hit multiple camps plus the Aegis at the same time, depending on where he's positioned, in both like triangular areas. So the camps, that's something that the Medusa can't really do at all on the radiant. So actually, I mean, I feel like I feel like NP, for instance, already seems to favor Dire a lot,
Dire,
fight a
yeah.
lot, and when they have Bristle and Medusa, like that just adds to their efficiency. Right?
Yeah, because they have I who pretty much stacks all the time, and they always have those heroes, Medusa, Sven. They can clear the stacks, even Bristol back.
Oh, I think that was a miss uphill on Abed actually. Tried to hit that valve off, couldn't quite get in. The sleep. Not a threat to Mason, but he's a threat to stealing this last hit, and the creep actually gets it, the Radiant creep. One little guy steals the big Seder.
You ever see that video with that Radiant creep? I forget what the name they gave him, but he's just like a part of like everything. I forget. You have to know what I'm talking about.
Have you guys
right?
ever seen Power Rangers, Jack? What are you saying?
There's a clip of this Radiant creep. It's like a first-person perspective, and he makes this heroic journey. Like he's a part
I
of
know
like
what you're talking about.
he's a part of like 3 kills and like a
Yeah.
Raxing, right? You know what I'm talking about? Right?
Yeah,
kind
It's like the Odyssey
recall
for this
it,
guy.
yeah.
That was when you said that. That just reminded me of that lone heroic creep.
I've seen old Cardi, and it's not that one though, but I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. Rotation, but Flea is gonna take this gank, and he's like, all right, not even gonna tank it. He's just gonna scout it fully out.
I have seen Power Rangers.
Smoke Rangers.
My bad.
If you want to watch Power Rangers, watch the
Uh-oh, and
If
we
you
have a
want to
little
watch
trouble.
someone die,
It won't be Stan King.
it's not going to be Stan King,
I
because
was
he
gonna
has
say
lived.
watch J4 because he's at TI.
Yeah, that's one of the Power Rangers.
That's a good one. I can't believe he just lived there. He lived with 5 HP, a perfect stun by Flea.
Oh, bottom lane. They might actually get the kill. What level is Enigma? Level 5? He might die. Frostbite,
all
and he
his
should be
mana.
dead.
Yo, they
Oh!
max range Snake on Fareb and Bulba. They're doing so much damage, but he has that mana shield. Oh, that's Snake.
That's Snake.
That Snake Bounce just single-handedly gave him enough on his shield to survive.
That and, I mean, Bulba couldn't commit, right? He tanked like 400 HP. It's level 3.
Yeah, let's hit the showers, boys.
That's a good game, everyone. And they could go right back for it if they want. I don't think they have a smoke.
Jack's top lane.
Top, it's on Mason. Can they get it? Yes, they will.
Jack really loves snakes. Venomancer, Rasta, this is slithering guy. Also, the way you talk about the Sand King's tail, Medusa's tail. Mystic Snake from Medusa. Always that smile on your face.
You're on to me, Lacoste. The other thing I like about the
Oh, what is CCC doing? He kind of dodged back into that. I mean, Stan King's here, but this could be rough.
No
Not
grave,
even level
though.
4. Yeah, doesn't have grave, but
They don't know it.
Here's Lee.
Opa, Ravage. One.
That was still on a hasted puck. He hits it. No one's gonna die again, which is good for the Radiant, even though they did commit 4 heroes here. That was a big kill top, and Lee's level 4. He found the levels he needed. Just like that shrine. Man, Team Freedom's living with like 5 HP on every single gank. CCNC, that was... I don't know why he right-clicked the Slardar when he was on top of the hill when he saw Puck was gonna get that rune. Would have been real bad.
So much shrine action.
It really is.
Can't even handle it right now.
Look at Snake King, almost level 6 already. Mason is. Sun comes up. They need to be careful of the 2 supports rotating on through.
Bulba's been moving around so much, he's still level 2.5 this game. Gonna have to eventually find some time to just, you know, be selfish, but here he finds an opening to make a move on the Snake King. His first comes out for Flea. Is it gonna be enough for a save? No, Snake King will end up going down.
I think right when they saw he went on him, Stan King had to immediately TP, but maybe didn't have the full, didn't have enough. It would have been rough either way.
feels like that's been happening to Bulba a lot, where he gets like really under leveled, like they don't get that many kills and he gets a bit under leveled. Contrast that with like AUI. He just, you know, he's like level 6 at 9 minutes with like 2 kills like persistently, right?
If you want to play good position 4, watch AUI. Sure. Oh, the Medusa is actually struggling on bottom. Enigma harassing him or her a lot. He has no mana, he should bring
Kind of gank bottom by CCNC.
This'll come in handy.
He's just showing up. I mean, I think he was going for the rune. Maybe he thought if he went up the hill, he's like, well, I could get a kill. Gets the rune, and he gets the rune on the way back.
Bulba, deep ward down here.
Deep level 2.
Deep level 2 ward.
And look at, yeah, like you said, he's, I mean, he's almost level 3. Uh-oh, they're gonna get a coil in on him. Snaking here, he's gonna press that tech. I think he should have broken the coil.
Made it, but still, it's good.
Oh my goodness. Abed can't even pick him up, and look at this. Snaking is just chunking him as that extra 10 damage now. Yeah, he should have waited for the coil to break and then...
Either for coil to break or just the Slardar to stun.
But it worked, so...
It worked.
It worked.
Did it work?
I believe it worked barely.
Okay.
Check the dual victory there. Yeah, it worked.
It worked. They got it. Give him that 10.
Can I check him real quick? Okay.
It worked. Ooh, Abba needs to be careful. That overwhelming God. This could have done a ton of damage, but
It's level 2 ult.
yeah, it is. Not that he doesn't really know that though.
Yeah,
Could have done a lot.
if you don't know, it doesn't really do much more damage if you don't
True.
know that.
Yeah. But you never know. Nyx could have ran in
Surprise
from
them
the
with
back.
level 2.
Yeah, I thought it was 2-1-2, and oh, okay. Here we go, Yawar. Aggressive TB by Forev. He has his Midas now, right?
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense,
something
because
it
it's
up.
like the Tinker rockets, right?
Yeah, you know.
It's like, wait, what? He just finished me off with these rockets. He has no points in March? Like, what's going on?
So first successful duel. Uh-oh, he tried to bait it out with Quills, and like we said, these stuns are way harder to hit than Sand King Lina and even Slardar Lina. Well, like I said, you guys. Take credit. So, I mean, it's Freedom's up 3-2 kills. They're up 1,000 or less right now. Do you still think they're doing enough? 'Cause it feels like Bristol, I mean, Medusa's obviously really good late game, but Bristol is super good in the mid.
Yeah, but look at the Forev on bottom lane. Level 9, 10 minutes in.
He's owning.
Midas ready.
Minus to blink. You've noticed no mech.
Yep.
Weird, huh?
Who is good at, I mean, I feel like a mech is really good on DC because they want to fight that like middle game time, but no one's really going to be getting it.
Unless we have Darkseers in the game, I just don't see many mechs anymore.
True.
Mech is so costly.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
Lot
the
of mana, lot of
cooldown,
money.
the cooldown on it is so big. That's why it was nerfed long ago, and will stay the same for a while.
Maybe if they felt that they had like an early game timing, we would
Yeah,
see
they
it. but-
can. Yeah, if they have a timing, they feel like they can just run them over.
But here we
They
go.
can't go
But
for it.
between Legion, Medusa, and Lina, like, there's so much like wave clear. Just,
Quiet Jack, we got a gank moving in. They're going to set up a frostbite. Snake King trying to purge it off, but they're making too many moves, and he's going to go down. Flea's trying to hide within the trees, but they have spotted him. They have the sentry down, but he's able to walk out with the raise. Then back in, then back out. All right, they step back out, and now that CCNC and Stan King and more are showing up, this is where DC could pull away, but a successful gank on Snake King.
Is that tower deniable? The Radiant top?
No.
Sorry, Jack, I didn't mean to tell you to shut up.
Yeah, you talk a lot.
that's Brent's
Sometimes you just gotta get out of here.
There you
And, well, at least with that 4-man gank from the Dire, Bulba finally gets a lane to himself middle, so you gotta get some levels. He's still only 4.5, about to be 5. Lina, getting some farm. What are the ancient stacks looking like on both sides?
We got one stack right here, a nothing
0,
over there, a little bit of
1,
something right there, and a
and
little
1.
bit of something right there.
Okay, so nothing too big.
1,
I'm surprised
1,
they don't have more for Bristle. But they're moving around the map so much. Uh-oh. He seems to be a little careful.
When Bristol gets a pipe, they have no damage, no right-click damage at all for Team Freedom.
Puck, we haven't seen too much movement out. That was a nice gank top. I feel, like we said, after they hit that kill, they need to make some happen. They couldn't even take that tower, though.
Oh, they're making moves for it.
Here we go.
Oh, he's able to turn around and get the Midnight Pulse, but the follow-up stun is there, and then the do-do-do-do! And that will earn Snake King an extra 10 damage, putting him up to 20, and he's able to fight right back after that pick off the top lane.
Medusa will need to build as much as possible for the ones they can actually fight, and because they really don't have much damage. They should just try to evade fights. It will eventually come to that one point where Lima has BKB, Black Hole, and Blink, and Bristol is gonna be so huge.
And it's
be
pretty much
hard.
all on Medusa
Yeah.
to hit ulti, yeah. And if she doesn't, you're gonna get wiped at that point. If she doesn't have ulti up when he has BKB hole, it's gonna be a real problem.
Until that point happens, Freedom do have a lot of potential to find tempo, like just around their cooldowns, basically combo.
And it's Legion combo.
Or
Yeah,
mix there
they're
as
getting
well.
close to that Mix Dagger on Legion.
DCNC.
There's
down
the
a level,
2-3-4
but-
that you mentioned last time, Grant, like the positions kind of setting the base.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit almost like those IG teams a few months ago.
Yeah, when they used to run Vengeful too, especially.
Well, what are we talking about? 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Yep, what is it?
Just those positions on the team, like setting the base, using their tempo to find kills each time they have cooldowns. Where you have like a defensive support, boss, carry who's gonna get the majority of the farm, and then you just go around taking 1 kill at a time on cooldowns
Yeah,
until you have an edge to get team fights.
Yeah, like mostly like Nyx Legion this game. If those two are together, you just smoke them with Nyx in front. A lot of easy kills, especially maybe on that Enigma. If he lays down the aggressive Midnight Bolt,
There it is.
Carapace. Oh, they're going. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, they have found the mother load.
I'm not even gonna wait for the dual damage on that one. It's
That's-
too juicy to pass up. Can't miss the next stun when he's been
Hey, we'll duel this one.
Wow. They're gonna be able to. What level is this split shot on you are?
No,
Zero.
Zero.
This might be tough to take. Let's get out of here. We have nothing actually. We have Snake.
Did Bulba come over to investigate the wreckage or something? I'm not really sure, but wow, that is unfortunate for them.
Yeah, that was. Because, I mean, your Bristle died, which is bad, but you're like, oh, well, at least there's a little less late game. Snake King's not getting that plus damage. And then
Bulba, Uranus Investigator.
And he, oh my goodness, Legion at 2.6k. He got so much from that kill. He's like, oh, blink plus a little extra. And that's a decent blink timing, 15 minutes. He has the phase boots
Yeah,
as well.
but they have a blink dagger on Enigma. They want to take a fight right now.
Yeah, Bulba's trying to creep in from the side.
You are skilled ult, right? I thought I saw one. Some don't. Or Envy didn't skill till 13, I remember, so...
Yeah,
I
1
guess
point
it's
is
Enigma.
valuable. You don't need to have more than 1 point until you max out split shot.
Yeah, well, and it's going to be a tough push. Last game we saw the defensive ults by not Stan King, Dubu were so good, and right here, Yawar has way too much armor to go on.
There is a 1 sensor ward on the left side, but they don't have anything on the right one. Lee is providing so much info.
Hasn't walked in yet. Oh, he makes his move in now. While Abed's running up, finds Snaking on the side, trying to make their move in. Yawar's going to be forced to pop up the Snow Gaze to defend him. Coil getting a drop. Nicely done from Abed to prevent Snaking from trying to run in and duel anybody. He's forced to go around in circles. The freezing field is there, and then the Black Hole follow-up is also going to be on the mark, but then CCNC strikes him down with the Laguna to quickly finish off for Red. Bulba somehow living, hiding within the trees and makes it away. Yawar could be under pressure next, as Stanking is super low. Abed jumps and just barely missed the rift. Snaking steps back, gets off another weave, and will somehow survive.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh,
Team
yeah.
Freedom,
Yeah.
Legion Commander just sitting there.
Couldn't do anything.
You had Nyx Assassin who was successfully scouting. He just went there into 3 heroes.
Yeah, that was definitely odd on Snake.
Also a little bit of premature Medusa
This'll
ulti,
come in
so
handy.
Enigma just went away from it. They had no vision of Enigma, so he could do a successful Black Hole.
You like Nyx's skill build?
Yeah. It's good against the Bristles, but Carapace, and good against
Top lane,
Enigma
we're gonna have a
block.
duel possibly. Uh-oh, Lee is gonna have to stun if they want this, but oh, the Sentry Ward goes down right then, and Crow's Pace comes out, so vision for the rest of that ult. I guess Snake King just blinked in, and it felt like the stun was a little late, they didn't quite get it. Oh, blink forward on Yawar, they know he doesn't have ult up, Coil's gonna fly, he's gonna be running low on mana here, he's in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna get ulted up, Grave as well, but you're probably just delaying the inevitable here, trying to run the other way. Ref picks up the Eidolon. We're gonna try to chase down Stanley as well, gets stunned by the Enigma, and he should just get right here by Stanley. Yep, steel bomb. Saw that a little bit, but not enough. And this feels like when Team Freedom should be doing stuff right when Black Hole's down, but they're keeping the pressure up with Abed's a little bit lower cooldown.
They know where Bulba is.
Wait. Hiding in the trees, like his old teammate Jimmy used to do.
I like that DC is moving kind of as a unit. There's 2 ways to respond to this kind of 2, 3, 4 kind of set the pace. It's either you set a trap for them and maybe bait out a core and counter gank, or you go and kill their carry and defensive support. That's the other way to just
Lane, DCMC might be in a little bit of trouble. Snake to press the attack, but look, it's your Abed duel on the bed. This might just be the safe. DCMC Laguna comes down. No, they
Nice
just
play
take it
by
up.
DCMC.
Nice turn up. Oh, Coil again. Does he have pressed the attack up? I don't believe he does. Careful. Stun. Abed's in a lot of trouble. Nice dodge, though.
Special mana burn.
No, not right. Lee's going to miss that opportunity, and DC will continue to run a train right through Freedom now, and even possibly get the grab onto Flea. Stanking nearby, can't really get close enough. If he can get down, now, no, not going to be happening. Oh, so unfortunate.
You don't want to TP as Medusa to your level tier 2 tower, yeah, and then your TP is on cooldown and you can't help your teammates. I mean, you can just walk there.
Yep. And they're just doing a great job of abusing Bristleback having 0 cooldowns. Enigma has that high one, but Bristleback doesn't, and he can just run at you over and over again. Forever. Double smoke spot up now by the Radiant. They want something to happen here.
Nice play there by CCNC though. He was running away as far as possible from Puck's Vanning Rift and just used the Guna Blade to secure the dual damage.
I mean, he has 40 dual damage. Obviously not the greatest, but that's pretty good in this game. I feel they're losing by a little bit. There we go, might see a duel coming up. It's gonna be Bulba. And oh, he tried to run. That was an instant kill, and that is now 50 damage on him. Selena has blood.
54, sir.
Oh, he has
Was level 2.
And yeah, that bloodstone you were just talking about there on CCNC also. So there is a little bit of a pushback here from Freedom.
It's a little late though, right? Because usually he has the Yules plus the Bloodstone almost at the like 22-minute mark, but he just doesn't have a Yules this time.
Yeah, for him because there was not that much action.
Yeah.
And he was pressured on a mid lane from that Puck with Maiden Aura.
Yeah.
And the duel feels a little risky because it feels like they shouldn't be able to escape alive from that. That's like you have the Shrine there and the Tier 1 still.
They might have just been able to like, because they knew they were going to blow us so quick, they could just keep me out if they really wanted, I guess.
Also, like, these outer towers are all still standing for Digital Chaos. This is pretty important because it reduces the range at which you can send those 3 to combo and look for pickoffs. The help comes a lot sooner, like near the tower itself, obviously, like easier to defend with vision and TPs. So that feels like it really restricts things, and that's what's been causing some of the overextend.
Yeah.
So they've lost a couple of towers. That makes it harder for them to get reinforcements when these smaller fights turn into bigger ones.
Oh, Legion is running on bottom. They have info where Enigma is. I'm not sure it's gonna be enough. Radiant using a scan to see if anyone is behind them. Yeah, forever.
He's gonna farm that up though.
Well, when you see, they should not use a scan there because you know something is up as an enemy. Either they're smoked or they're threatened that you're smoked. You know you're not smoked, so they want to do an action.
They don't have any vision on this gang. They don't even have to smoke. There's no vision. Ferret's gonna break down all the trees. Snake King's gonna try to run away. Oh, nice! He gets the Carapace up on the coil. That might end up saving Snake King and Flea with that heads up play.
Flea walking through the orb with the Carapace.
That was nice.
That was cool.
Save Snake King. Snake King got a lot of farm. He got like 3 sets of Eidolons plus like 4 waves. Didn't even die.
It was a heavy gank to avoid. Lamar gets a little bit of time to poke at the mid-tier 1, but DC have been really good at rotating all the way back and just being there for a lot of these towers.
Oh, and Abed with an Arcane Rune. They might want to, I mean, they have Enigma hole up. Arcane Rune Puck's actually insane with how much damage she can output.
He's actually skipping the Yule Scepter build, which is on Lena.
We haven't seen that in a while. Uh-oh, Dubu, Ferret, both can scout out. They pinged out Snake King.
Oh, that hard stun to land goes there. Can't quite get the reach onto Crystal Maiden. Snake would have been ready for a follow-up play, but the opportunity's now gone.
I like Ferret. You saw him kind of look back because they had almost 3 heroes there. Like, juked back when he saw those 2 heroes a little bit clumped up, but Lee's been pretty on point. He might have just Carapaced the whole off.
Well, if he goes for Shadowblade right now, it might be good. He can continue this push, and he has a good kill potential still on Maiden, on Slardar, and on Puck before he gets he can still swap the duels after Shadowblade. He almost has it.
Here we go. They're going to try to finally get that first tower. Doesn't look like Dyer's too worried about losing the tower. Star's going to let it go. You are? Okay, well, he has the Midas Dragon Lance. Going Scotty next. I guess he just wants a ton of survivability to be able to get off that. His ultimate, really just tank up. DKB very, very close on Enigma now. That could be very well the next fight. Could be Roche too if they really want, maybe. Bristle can almost solo Roche with a Solar Crest. Then you just have the Black Hole standing in the back.
Snake King has been just chilling here. Hello?
Hello? Wait, what?
Test?
Pause the game, is he here?
That was like, he didn't even run back down his hill, he was like running left over to the shrine. That was super weird. Like, if they had a lane ward, I don't know.
Yeah, Lena was in Shadowblade. Maybe they were trying to bait it, but
it was odd. And BKB is up on Enigma, he's going to pick it up. Lee Almost level 12. I mean, obviously, the ulti is nice. It gives Nyx like solo kill potential, I guess, like you said, on 2 heroes with it. Maybe the Crystal Maiden, maybe Bulba, but it's just nice. At least your Nyx is finding levels.
Yeah, with the Midas, yeah, he's gonna get a lot of levels. And we go back to that level 15 talent, 3 on Nyx Assassin, plus 15 pale damage. The shittiest one in the game ever made.
Oh, and here we go, smoking. Oh no. And look at Stan King. Oh, he was about to just go back to the lane. He's like, hey guys, well, what's up? But it might be Yawar. Maybe they wanted Stan King. He needs to be so quick on his ultimate if he pushes.
Okay, the snakes will be revealed.
They
Will
have
that?
to know.
Yeah, will that force DC into the trees, or are they going to go elsewhere? I mean, there's a push also coming from Flea through the top lane. Looks like Bud's going to be heading that direction. While the others go inside the pit and get that party started.
That's what I said. I mean, all you really need is for solar crest. I mean, for everything stand inside, outside. It doesn't need maybe cast ult if needed. And throws the pace. It's really, really good. Oh, I know Rose loves if they do that. Okay, they do anyways.
Not going to be able to do anything about it, but add some side pressure instead. CCC is going to work here on the box here too, but Farev has moved in, and there's the black hole. It's going to get pulled out. All solo. Do they have the vision for CCC, or has he just simply shadow bladed away from the trouble? See you later, nerds.
Wow, that was bad.
What a nerd, huh?
Yeah, wow, that feels so bad as an Enigma. Like you got off your full, you almost solo killed him while he was shadow bladed.
You had a Crystal Maiden keeping on the tier 3 tower. If Bulba TP there, just to provide a there is dust of appearance plus 1 more sentry.
Or if they go to the shrine and go for the cutoff.
Yeah.
What's ironic is they've done a good job of having vision for the Nyx Assassin, but the lane against the Shadow Blade gets out of the
Plus he wasted 1 second of a BKB.
Yep. Which is actually like, and sometimes it's like, ah, whatever, late game it's gonna be 5, but when you have a Nyx on the other team, that BKB is really important. No hole, they know this time they have a dust up, they're gonna go in, press the attack.
Yawar!
Ulti from Yawar, they're gonna try to go in. Will Bulba, he's running away, the duel comes
There
on
it is!
He is getting melted. Jack, you were right, they won the duel. He did have Aegis this time though.
They should just run away as fast as they can.
Oh, but they want to save everyone. No man left behind. Bulba's here. Oh, Flea actually stops him from fleeing though. Whiffed it. Takes a ton of damage. They have enough. Sun's gonna fly out. The crystals going so hard right now. Now they're all coiled up, but Abed a little bit nervous. Oh, big ult behind. And Yamar's in a little bit of trouble. Everyone's taking a ton of damage on both teams, but Snaking brings down Farev. Snaking goes down to Dubu. And now Farev's killing Yawar, Stan King, and do they have vision on CCC? Doesn't have Shadow Blade. He can. He might just have to suicide.
Under yourself. Farther.
Yeah,
Nice.
5-man takedown from Digital Chaos. Certainly the Aegis being a big factor there. They feel like they had to commit so much to get that Mason kill down.
They should just
start out the fight.
Sacrifice one, even
Sacrifice
2 heroes,
Snaking,
and just run away. They could turn around the fight if Nyx Assassin hit the Impale on the Slardar, and they just insta-kill him there.
But he did
It's
not.
hard to get a stun on a Slardar who has a
Where are they
pretty
fought
much.
too? Like Dubu, usually the slowest deer in the pack when this team is running, finds a nook in the trees where they don't have vision and gets off a great freezing. And then one of the things about this lineup with the Slardar is, and especially even with the Bristleback and the slows, this is a lineup that you do not run away from. Like if you've been routed in a fight, they will clean up the stragglers with the Slardar as long as the Slardar is alive.
Even Enigma.
They'll want to catch, yeah. So if you're gonna take that kind of big step in this fight,
hello.
I love how you said that's good positioning from CM and the ultimate, then Enigma casts Midnight Pulse and destroys all the trees.
Yep. Oh, and dude, Snaking, this is the most farm I've seen. Even like when MSS was playing it, I don't think he had this much farm by 40 minutes. He has a Blink, Blade Mill, Shadow Blade flying out now. Or did he? No, he has Shadow Blade, yeah. He's very farm. Look at the, even after that 5-man team wipe, somehow Team Freedom is still up in farm.
I hope he doesn't go for the Silver Edge on maybe later stages, but he needs a BKB.
Great.
I mean, you turn around Bristol anyway, you don't need to break him.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly true. Maybe later when you want to just reduce his damage done or something, you don't need it. And they have Black King Bar plus Blink plus Pull Up. They need to be careful with the top tower. CC's pushing. He also has the whole Shiva.
Gem on Puck though, that's gonna be hard. Pick out 1, 2, 3 in this heroes
and now you
Team Freedom.
I'm looking forward to returning Bloodstone.
Oh my goodness, he did. Will this come up in time? He is the duel.
Yeah, baby.
Huge play, but here we go. Here comes Brevy at the black hole. And
Oh!
they're dead.
My goodness! Rev.
Such a good kill on the puck, and then they're all just sitting there. Black hole's up.
Couldn't resist that tasty fish wriggling on the end of the hook. And
Looks so tasty. Take the gem out of puck.
Another thing about not having Ewell's right is he had to use Laguna to blow up the Lincolns so they could get the duel. That kind of hurts. That actually kills the solo kill potential on the puck, like you said, now, because he doesn't have duels, unless he gets force or something.
Yeah, they don't have any solo kill potential anymore, especially when the gem is up. Great gem.
Ooh, I love the S and Y onto the bristleback. Gives him a lot more killing potential just running at people instead of like a lighter, harder assault.
Hard running in from Mason onto UR. He hits so quick. Right back.
Needs to bike, kite around.
Does Dan King have a solar crest, or am I see that fanatic? Not a, he almost does, which is huge. And there is a full Scotty up now. I mean, UR has been farming. He needs to get some damage now, though. It's only Manta, okay. It's not the biggest damage. I'm not the biggest fan, but a lot of stuff we can get out of.
Still got 70 seconds to work without this black hole, so the urgency for Freedom might begin to show here a bit to try to at least pressure, eliminate some tier 2s, and just get some more money happening their way. But Forev, hiding under that invis, drops down the midnight pulse, quickly blinks the other way, snaking into pursuit up to the high ground here. Look at this. Looking to walk in for the duel straight up. Oh, but the Lincolns! It pops out the duel. He's not going to be able to get it. They turn it around, they drop the coil. They're able to get off the grave, but it's only going to be delaying the inevitable demise of snaking there. A follow-up stun also going to be there onto Yawar. Mason runs on forward, and this is Team Freedom's game crumbling away from him, it would appear. Two mighty cores going down. The donkey gets hit, flying back up to heaven, and not even Stan King is going to be saved.
Slowly falling apart from Team Freedom that saved from Lincoln Sphere. And now they have a black hole ready.
It's all because what Snake King blinked up to the high ground, so he couldn't blink in before the Lincolns, and he just had to run at him. That is a crumble and a half from Freedom.
Bottom lane, chance to even catch CC&C, who is trying to split push, will also be tagged. He's going to try to at least turn around and get Bulba, but nope, not even going to be granted that.
Tower goes out. They're just going to push the base, huh? They can. Will Lina buy back here? Uh-oh, doesn't have Carapace up now. Could be in trouble. Get up to top of the shrine for sure. He's dead.
Oh my god.
Mason does so much now. Punching him.
My goodness, we could be heading into a situation where DC are simply one game away from suddenly qualifying for TI. Freedom, we're looking like the hot team here, but 2 games now. Things kind of crumbling apart a bit. And here we go, hard move in with a freezing field. Snake King is going to be forced to be bailed out with the grave. Nice stun fall from Bulba, eating a lot of damage. But there's the black hole move in. Forev looking to end this game flat out, if possible. Stan King barely alive, trying to walk back it away. Yawar tries to bend them off a bit with the stone gaze. He tags the shrine. Tier 3 does crumble.
Now we see why this hero got first banned. Last game, this Enigma is just pretty much almost the sole reason they're owning this game.
I don't feel any influence of Jamar in most of these games, especially in this one on Enigma on Medusa.
Yeah, the one time they got like that nice combo, this was just on an Aegis.
It's kind of the limitations of a
They're gonna try, he's gonna get run to Laguna. This could be a kill.
It's taking a lot. He's got his back now. It seems like it's going to be so much, and he moves so freaking fast. He actually turns. Okay.
Lee gets him with the level 4 Carapace.
1.2k gold.
Got him with the mana burn.
Did he have a
No, he's coming with the Carapace.
Well, an Agadam's on Nyx will definitely slow down base pushes, but still gonna get a black hole.
Yeah, this is a difficult team to push into as long as the heroes survive. I think they've overextended a little bit. Like some of these catches, obviously the one top and then to the black hole. And DC has done a good job of answering that, kind of seeing credit DC a lot. I also like Mason's item build this game. I think it's been a really smart choice not to build super tank, as you see from some bristlebacks, but he's got move speed and more attack damage. So he's more of a threat to dish out the physical damage because no one else on the team really is able to do that, especially with the amp, the corrosive haze, and the minus armor. So
yeah,
gotta credit him.
Oh my, he has an Octarine if he wants to blight on the Enigma. This guy is jacked.
Yeah, he's swole.
My man is Just working out the gym 24/7. Occasionally comes to leg day.
Sometimes.
When his black hole's up.
I mean, but if you really look at his legs, this guy doesn't really have any.
That's gotta be arm day. What you think?
He goes
You're
double
right.
arm day.
Jack, don't make me look dumb. I do that enough myself.
He skips legs, man. He doesn't have legs.
Oh wow, Puck gets a Shivas. There's getting more and more team play. I mean, Lena almost had Shivas. Maybe she does now, but she might be saving buyback. No, she has no buyback.
Nicely.
Here comes a move from DC. Smoke up. And knowing that take a decent fight, Arosh is also going to be there waiting for him.
Out. I think they're like, wait, that didn't scout out. Roche could still be able to go check, but they don't even care about it, I guess. Oh, they're gonna go kill the shrine. They took that tier 3 middle. Smart play before pushing.
But the Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now they're gonna go into Roche. What does Radiant do here? You can't really fight it, right? But you almost have to. Oh, that's how it feels like.
Leave a
And
spot.
if you manage to pick you off at the edges of the fight. Might be what it looks like they're trying to.
Oh, they don't have the gem? Puck's not there. Oh, but did they give it to someone else?
Sentry up here on the high ground, spots CC&C running across. Unfortunately for him, not the right place at the right time.
Such a nice center, because like, I'm sure he's like, oh, he's top from
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the gem's up there, they're not going to see me, and just having that sentry. So that was a really nice play by DC.
Now they give Mason the Aegis, and he could just be the siege unit, the battering ram, if you will, to push into high ground.
There it is looking real bad for Team Freedom here. And now, yeah, when Yasha, he's going to have to go for MKB. He needs damage. That's the problem with Medusa. Like, you build her tanky, okay, you're sitting there tanking a ton of damage, but you don't do anything.
You still have to worry about Forev, Black Hole, BKB. Now with the Nocturne.
Medusa has a Scottish, 2.3k HP. With Midnight Pulse, she just melts how much HP she has. Burns so much of her mana.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We said that's why Enigma was more than likely first banned in that first game if they gave it away this time.
And Bristle also has 50 attack speed.
Radiant's
It's
top
like a
tower
truck
is
builder.
fallen.
Yeah,
Build.
it really does.
Armor reduction is good. Slack, the goo, and the corrosive haze, and the assault is minimal.
I think he 2 or 3 shots stand key.
I like that. It wasn't he hits like a truck. He hits like a truck builder. That's a real hitter.
I mean, it felt like he like 4-shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't take him long to get those swings out either.
It's crazy. Legion has more damage than like any other Legion we've seen before, but I mean, who cares, I guess. I mean, DC doesn't care. Well, not that much
Because
damage.
for them to take a successful fight, he has to duel someone else. Like it feels like he has to duel like the Enigma with Puck.
Oh, but a possible go around. They actually stopped DCNC going up that way. Black Hole solo. I mean, they can do that. They know he's pro. I don't believe he has buyback. Getting suicide, but no buyback. Probably going to be another Rax if they just push it up. But Flea's trying to push it out. He can't. Oh, they'll go through middle there. I mean, they have a breath, so they can do whatever the hell they want.
Bristol with an extra life. This could lead to the beginning of the end here for game number 2 in Freedom, unless they have some sort of seriously sharp answer. And I don't know if Yawar is that answer. They may not have a black hole though, but they just really have no means of stopping Mason.
Yeah. Oh, they're not even gonna. They're gonna stay. They have the Aegis.
Yavar should just buy that MKB right away. That there's no point in saving any buyback, you're not gonna do it.
Jump in, coil on the 2. Mason already very low.
Grimmer Cave finally gets the gold top. That shrine is probably gonna help. Can they at least bring the Aegis and then get out of there, reset?
They're trying.
They're gonna get the melee racks, but I think you just let that go at this
I
point.
think it's too late for MKB. I think it's rapier time. I mean, what do you have to lose? If you die, the game's over anyway.
Yeah, you can't win if you just lost, right?
It's true.
You can't fight if you're dead. You can't worry about the
Uh-oh, and here he is. He gets the black hole off. This time it's going to be onto the Medusa. Nice start coming out on the backside from Flea. They're going to try to, who will come out. They're going to be able to bring down Nubu. Rain is on. but Mason dropped so quickly. Look at Mason hasn't taken any damage. One-shotting everyone. He's just running around like a crazy man. Ref's in a little bit of trouble here, though. A lot of buybacks going from the Radiant side. 30 health regen, level
Look at
25.
Mason's moves. He looks like a berserk Viking. Look at him. Look at him go.
Yes.
So fast.
Bulba's coming in. Even Amanda's done. I don't think he did.
They should be careful.
They really want that kill, but I think it's smart they didn't go.
It cost him so much to be able to stop that.
Like we said, with you are bought back, right? He did die.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, now he just falls like 2,000 gold behind, and he can't even farm right now. It's before that reduction in gold.
I think it's YOLO.
I don't think they're.
He
that
had a
big
cube
of a
briefly.
hurry.
He had a cube briefly, changed it right back to MKB.
I mean, they realize they have a Nyx Ags. They've lost one set of racks, but where does Bristle go from here? Like, Bristle is at max capacity. They're fine. Like, okay, we almost kind of want to fight. We had to use buybacks, but if we get one good defense, we could turn this around. I think they're still in this game. They just can't do anything.
Well, the problem is you saw he solo black hole Lena, then when they came to push the base, the black hole was ready once again. It's a 100-second cooldown.
It's back again.
Of green, and he's gonna farm that refresher pretty soon.
Yeah, perhaps just own the lane phase, go middle with his good holes. Never really got ganked, just farmed a lot. Puck now has that.
Your shoutouts to you give shoutouts to S4 maybe OG for this
build.
for this Enigma. His responsibility from DAC.
Actually, Enigma is from Uranus.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Like a
Is
big
that what he
black
spawns
hole.
there? Giant Uranus black hole.
Could be taking the portal. Uh-oh, top lane, somebody's doing something. It's actually, like, I was like, I thought he was dueling somebody, but then he's just dying through 4 dire heroes. And that was that thing I said, if your team Freedom, you have good uphill defense, but you just can't do anything. And Snake King tried to do something.
And unfortunately, that means that Snake King is not going to be here for what could be the final events of Team Freedom.
And he bought back, so he's...
They've done a lot of something this game, but it is frequently ended.
Let's see what they can do. Stun, face first, Laguna, Black Hole does not manage to catch Francis, so he's going to get hit. The Stone Gates will cancel it out. Blakebee's pop, but they're still doing decent damage. CCC barely holding onto his life with the help of the Grave from Stan King, but then he gets dropped. Stan King will be next, and this seems to be all on Yawar. Yawar and Flea, the only survivors here, but it looks like not for long. They are surrounded by 4, and Bulba is alone zoning back Flea, and that's going to be the game. Game number 2 also will belong to Digital Chaos, and they are now 1 win away from being invited to TI.
I think if Snake King was alive in that fight, that was the perfect ulti from Yawar. If they had a little bit extra damage, maybe, they could have done some, but also DC might not